In this bonus lesson, we'll work on adding an animated transition to blend between different actions in our video game. What's a common workflow in video games is to add a quick animated transition blending from one action to the other, so that as we, let's say, would control the character in the game, we wouldn't see an abrupt pop. So let's go ahead and work on doing that. We'll work on a transition with our run, and we'll also add the point animation into the mix. So first off, let's go to frame 1. We'll go to our top character set for this character, and we'll just press S to store in our keyframes, all of the keyframes that make up this character. Okay, now that that's done, we can go to our graph editor, and opening up our character set, we'll control click both lower and upper body nodes so we can delete everything else. Okay, just keeping what's on frame 1. And just to note, you probably wouldn't want to have your animation looping with this quick transition, so you can turn on infinite to check that out. And if it was looping, you can always go to curves, pre-infinity, and post-infinity constant. Okay, with those selected still, and that will bring you back to your normal curves. Alright, so now that we have this pose, we basically want to copy and paste our point pose. Okay, so let's go ahead and import that file in. So we'll go to import, and we can we can reset our settings. And I like to use a group so that once we're done, we can just go ahead and delete the group. We're just using copy and paste here to keep our pose. Alright, so now we'll go to import, and we'll import our point animation. Alright, so we can scrub through, and there it is. So now we'll go to the end of this point animation, that's just frame 31. Once there, let's go now to its character set, the top node for it. Should be easy to find because the prefix of the file is the name of it based off of our import settings. So we'll just select the top node for it, and on frame 31, let's press the S key for this node. Great, so now if we were to go back to our graph editor, we can open up this node, select both of its subsets for upper and lower body, and delete everything else. Now all we need to do is on frame 31, shift select this frame, right click, and go down to copy. From there we can switch to our previous and our original character set, and then on frame 5 we'll simply right click on the frame and select paste. Not paste connect, but just paste. When we close this out, what we should have is a mirror here. We should have our character going right into the point. So what's left to do is to go ahead and go to the group that we've imported, okay, of the other character, and delete it. And what we're left with is a quick transition, okay, from frames 1 to 5. So again, that's how we can add a very quick transition to blend between different actions. Some important things to note is, one, when you're copying and pasting, you want to make sure that you're copying and pasting with the same controls as well as with the same attributes, so it'll be seamless. Also to note that some games require multiple transitions, not just one point to a run, for example, but possibly even depending on the animation you're working with, you can make several transitions just to blend between a simple action as far as going to the point and run is concerned. But that's just an idea of how to do that. Okay, so that finishes this bonus lesson.